Hey YouTube land, it's Tychanders here doing another action figure review, and now this is a new set of Marines from the figure company called Hiya Toys. They first started off doing Air War soldiers, which were kind of Gulf War sort of US Marines. Then they moved into World War II Germans that they did. I don't think they did any Axis. Sorry, I don't think they did any of the Allies troops. I could be wrong. I just mostly remember the Axis guys, the German troopers. And now they got the license for they've had the license for a while now. They've been doing the Alien Colonial Marines from the video game. And this is for video reviews for the Cruz, Redding, and Bella figure. Now, it's been ages since I played the game, so I can't remember where and how you come across these characters. But I picked them up because they're Marines. They're the Aliens Colonial Marines, which I'm a huge fan of the Aliens franchise, and I picked up the previous figure. Well, two of the previous figures, which is the Hudson. Sorry, not Hudson. I have the Hicks and the Quintero figure, but I never picked up the Hudson one. I need to pick him up at some point, but I have the other two. Now, Hicks is AWOL at the moment. I'm not sure where he is. I've been moving stuff around, so I'm not sure what box he's in at the moment, but I do have a Quintero for comparison, or to showcase with these when I get around to it. So, onto the boxes first. Boxes are all identical. They come in this window-style box packaging with the Colonial Marines on the side, name of the Marine on the bottom. Everything else is all the same, and then on the back you have different images of the Marines. So for Bella's you have two images of Bella. If I can get her boxes stand without falling over, they're a bit, the bottom of them are a bit wobbly, so I might just turn it off the side if it does fall. Reddings show Redding on the box. And then for Cruz, his box is slightly bigger, and shows Cruz in two different poses, a sort of neutral pose and a kind of a running pose. Out of all the figures, I think Cruz is the coolest looking aesthetically because of the cybernetic robotic prosthetic leg. I think it looks really, really cool. But unfortunately, I had a little bit of an issue with him, and I'll get into that when I get through him. So I'm going to start with Bella first. So she comes with 3 accessories. They all come with at least 2 to 3 accessories. She comes with a pistol. They all come with pretty much the same accessories. So she comes with a tiny, tiny pistol. Oh, and Cruz fell over. And you can see the issue that I had with Cruz if I moved my hand out of the camera. So she has dual jointed head. There's a ball joint on the bottom of her neck, and there's one just at the base of her head, so she can get some good posing. I do love the head sculpt. If I can just bring it in to show off on the camera, if I will zoom in on it, it looks really, really cool. She has sort of like I think if I'm correct in the video game, I think it was like a plaster, a sticking plaster under her eye or something like that. Or I don't think it was a tattoo or anything like that. I could be wrong. As I said, it's been a while since I played it. She has full rotation in the arms. They can go out that much, and then in. She has a single jointed elbow, which gets a good little over 90-degree bend, and she also has hinges in her wrists, which are very, very small and very fragile, so I would recommend caution. The joints can be stuck on these when you get them. She does have a ball jointed waist, which is hidden by the armor plate, but she can move left to right and kind of up and back a bit. They all pretty much have the same articulation. So her legs can go forward that much. She has a ball joint just at she has a joint just above the thigh. She has double jointed knees, and then she has ankle articulation, and she has a slight swivel in it, but it's hindered mostly by the armor plating. Her hips can go only out that much because of the sculpt, so it is a good bit hindered. But you can get her into a seated position. If you are picking up the APC, Hiya Toys do an Aliens APC, which hasn't been released yet as far as I know, but they should be able to seat them in comfortably inside it. She does hold her weapons quite nicely. She comes with, aside from the aforementioned pistol, she comes with the standard pulse rifle, and the new thing that they have packed in with these Marines is the flame unit from the for the Aliens movie. I think Frost had one and Epone had one, and I'm not sure. I think there was one other Marine that had one in the movie, but you see them use it in the first movie. Well, in the only Aliens movie that had the Marines in it. I might as well get on to Cruz since he fell over. So Cruz comes with 3 accessories as well. This piece on his back is actually separate, and you have to plug it in. It is a pain in the ass to plug in, but you can get it in. You have to line up the hole. There's 2 holes. So you have to line up the hole for the vest, and the hole that's on the body for it to plug in. He has the pistol, just like the others. If I can get it out, it is a little hindered because of this pouch above it. It does tend to get in the way when you're getting in and out of the thing, but it does sink in to give him clearance for moving the leg. He has a bit of a loose joint. He has a weird kind of connection there where the prosthetic leg kind of fills in. He has a hinge in the bottom of it. His other leg is more standard to the other figures with the double jointed knees. This is the point that broke on me. Only got them yesterday or the day before, and within seconds of him coming out of the box, the poor bugger's leg or foot snapped. Hence why I recommend heating up any of the figures that you get with a little bit of boiling water, but be very careful when using it, and just give him a quick dip to loosen up some of the joints that might be stuck or frozen due to paint apps. Same 90-degree bend on the elbow, same kind of joints on the arms, can rotate all the way around and can go out that much. Has a swivel on the wrist and the hinge. Hinges a little bit better on this one. It is a bit stiff, and I would recommend caution with it as well. And again, head is on that double joint, so you have a joint at the base and a base at the joint at the base of the neck, and a joint at the base of the head. So you get some really cool poses. His skin paint and head sculpt is really cool. He looks really good compared to some of the first versions. The Quintero that I have, his face paint looks, or his skin tone and face paint looks a little bloppy, but this guy looks really, really cool. I'll see if I can get him to stand on his foot. Now, I did email the company that I got this from to get if I could get a replacement. They did send me back a nice email, but I probably shouldn't mention what they asked me to do with the figure before they send me a replacement one. So, and then for Bella, Redding, she has pretty much the same articulation as Bella. She's different. She has different sculpting. She has these bandages on her wrists. She has you can see the shirt underneath, whereas Bella's shirt looks like she's wearing more of a tank top underneath her armor. She has more standard marine armor with the shoulder pads, whereas both Bella and Cruz don't have these on, and they don't have the straps going down the front. The belts on all of them are a separate piece, so they can rotate around, and she has pretty much the same articulation as Bella. So double jointed knees. For the back, she has a little swivel up at the thigh. She has the ankle rocker, and it's slightly hindered by the sculpt of the leg. Same joint on the elbow. Same joint on the wrist, but mine is a little tight, so I try not to move it that much. Same dual jointed head, and she has like a kind of do-rag on. Is it do or do-rag? I can never remember which way you're supposed to pronounce it. And what's interesting about both Bella and Redding is that they don't have the camera thing on the back. They don't even have a spot for it. Like on most of the Marines from the movie, they all had that kind of weird little camera thing. But overall, they're really, really cool. You know, even though I charged this camera, it's telling me that it's on 1% battery, even after doing just one video. So for a quick scale, Redding comes in at just a little under 4 inches. Cruz is a little over 4. And Bella is around the same as Redding, which is a little under 4. And for size comparison, or for another comparison, here is the Quintero figure, if I can get him to stand. So he's around the same size. And because I have it to hand, here is the crusher in scale to these guys. And if I can dig out my Raven, which is the other alien that they released recently, see if I can get here in without knocking everything over, which probably won't work. You can see the scaling of the Raven behind them all, and the Raven is a massive, massive creature. So there you go, guys. Quick video review for these figures. As I say in my videos, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I do hope you enjoyed this video review. I hope the company that I picked them up, I didn't pick them up directly from Hiya Toys, but I'm going to see if I can sort out something with the company for a replacement for Cruz. It is a bummer having to spend, I think like €20 a pop, or $20 a pop, and then I have to, because I have to ship them internationally, I have to put on nearly another 10-20 euros for postage on top of it. I was good enough to actually be able to combine a whole bunch of stuff together, so I got these guys and a few NECA things together, so it did I did save on postage a bit, but for spending the amount of money I did and for what they requested me to do with the figure, in order to get a replacement, I think it's a bit unfair. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed my video, and hopefully I will get around to doing more videos over this weekend and posting accordingly. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video review, and as I say in my videos, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Cheers, guys.